Hey guys, what's up? Toboloco here. Welcome to another 2014 qualification series. This time we're back in Oceania with the nation of Fiji. So let's hop straight into it. A custom feature, and this is the groups, but I mean, if I shuffle them, it just moves around. Literally pointless, to be honest. But this first video, as you all know from 2014, this is all about the friendly matches and getting the form up and stuff like that, and just seeing what Fiji are capable of doing. So I checked the calendar, and Fiji do have some pretty decent games and some pretty hard games. We got Cambodia next, and we got Guatemala. I think New Zealand are part of it as well. This is Fiji's main squad. If we take a little bit of a deeper dive into it, you can see that most of them are rated 50 or 40s. Here though, we have Fiji's star player and arguably best player of all time, Roy Krishna. I believe he scored at the Olympics for Fiji when Fiji participated in one of the Olympics, and yeah, he is one of the standout players. I think I used him in 2010 qualifying run with Fiji, and he was very good in that one. Obviously 2014, it's 4 years on, so he might have lost a few stats, but pace is still quite high, and 61 overall. I mean, if we can get him going, then anything's possible. Here we go then. Our first friendly match is Fiji versus Cambodia. Every time we do a smaller nation on this game, Cambodia seem to be one of the teams that you always have to play. I think the game just sort of has a pool of teams and it always picks from that pool of teams, I reckon. But hopefully this will be a good competitive game for both sides. Go on, twisting and turning up to Krishna. The shot wasn't a good one, but that's fine, you know, it's a first chance. We've tried and failed multiple times in Oceania now on 2014. I think we tried it at least 2 or 3 times, and still we cannot seem to get out of this region in terms of qualifying with a smaller team. We haven't tried New Zealand yet, but I'm hoping Fiji can be the one. There needs to be one star team or half star team that can break through and actually go through, because you know, it's the playoff really that screws us over, and New Zealand as well. Like, most of the time we just can't beat New Zealand, but the playoff, every time we seemingly get near that playoff, it gets screwed over. Fiji on the ball. We've had most of the possession and everything. This could be a good chance, and it's saved by the Cambodian keeper. We've got the ball back. Crossed in. And it's in! Nice! And that is Singh with the goal just before half-time. And that is 1-0. Cambodia's defending doesn't seem to be that great. They can't really clear the ball. It's a very well matched up match. Both teams seem to be just as equally as bad as each other. Half-time, and Fiji are looking pretty decent. It's 1-0. We've had a few attacks. Cambodia barely any, just the one, and it really wasn't much really, to be honest, but yeah, good result so far. Through ball, Fiji, it's poked underneath the keeper and it's gone in. Katalesau has scored. I hope I said that right. He makes it 2-0 to Fiji, and yeah, nice through ball, went on through, almost overrun it, and it got tapped in there. Brilliant move by Fiji. What was that but a Cambodian keeper? What was that? And that man again scores to make it 3-0. That clearance was horrendous. Like, I see those all the time, but I've never scored a goal directly from like shooting, as even before the ball hit the ground. Out to Balatoga. He goes for the shot, but nothing doing. We've been all over Cambodia in this one. They've barely had a chance. And I think that's not really because of my defence. It's just because they can't really seem to deal with us when we have the ball. And most of the time we've had the ball. And that is going to be it. Fiji have beaten Cambodia by 3-0. And great start to this qualifying campaign. Well, it's not really qualifying yet, but getting form for the qualifying? Yes, absolutely. So, on to the next friendly game. So, our next match is going to be against Guatemala away from home. And his a very long trip for Fiji. Very, very long. So I think we're going to be jet lagged in this one, and we might struggle against a side like Guatemala. I'd be happy in this one if we just got a goal, to be honest. I know that Guatemala on this game are about sort of a 1.5 star team. So they're slightly higher than us by about a star. So nothing that we can't handle. But if we let the game sort of get controlled by Guatemala, then they're obviously going to beat me by a big margin. Guatemala trying to press. They've had the ball for about 10 minutes. It took us 10 minutes to tackle them. That long. And even still, we're struggling to get the ball upfield. Guatemala pushing. Oh, they just put it over the bar. And we slide tackled them once. They stepped past it and we just couldn't get anywhere near them. 25 minutes in and we've really struggled to get up the pitch. It's amazing how just even a star difference for the team can make it so much harder, and that is why New Zealand does such a massive problem in this Oceania thing, because they're actually a 2.5 star rated side. So you can imagine how annoying it is to play against a side like them. That was a poor pass by Guatemala, and it's gone in. Yes, and it's that man again. Fatakaliasu, he scored to make it 1-0. And you know what? That play where I sort of had it in the box and I did that little chip pass to him there, that was actually perfect because the goalkeeper was coming out for it and it must have confused them, and bang, straight in. It's half time and Fiji yet again are 1-0 up in the friendly match at half time. So yeah, I think Fiji at the moment are looking pretty decent. Crossed in, Guatemala heads it wide. Right, well, that was their second chance of the game, coming close again, but nothing doing really on that one. Guatemala swing it in, it's headed, and keeper caught it again. Nice one. Being very sound defensively, not letting Guatemala have too many chances. In real life, this might have been a bit of a mismatch. I think Guatemala might have beaten Fiji by several goals, but here we're changing Fiji. What a move from Fiji. Can we top this one off? This could be goal of the year. Oh, our own teammate got in the way of that. The play all the way up to it was fantastic. Just the finish because our teammate blocked it. But it's fine. We have beaten Guatemala by a single goal here. And that is a great result for Fiji. Some people might think it's not that impressive. But remember, Fiji are a half-star team in Oceania, one of the weakest regions in the world, and they just beaten Guatemala, who are okay, to be fair. They're an okay team. Going to do a defending drill here because our next opponent is going to be against Andorra. I know that sounds silly saying, oh, we got to defend well against Andorra, but they are still better than us by star rating. So you know, anything can happen, so I'm looking forward to it. So Andorra have travelled to Fiji here for this international friendly. Very long way to travel for Andorra, so hopefully they're a bit jet lagged and we can take another victory. I think we got one more friendly game after this, and that is New Zealand. So that will give us a really good chance to see how New Zealand will play and see how we can sort of play against them, because they are going to be our toughest opponents, and losing a friendly match against New Zealand is fine as long as we learn something from it. Header. Oh, look at that. I'm going to shoot. Oh, it was just a bit too weak. The flick over the top, that was really nice, but we weren't quite close enough to goal. Andorra here. Oh, just past the post there. They really played well into the box. And I thought I might have given away an off-the-ball foul in the box, but they went for the shot just wide. Both teams here have had a pretty decent game. We've only had one shot, though. Andorra have had more shots than us and more attempts. So, yeah, I mean, fair play to Andorra, I guess. But, I mean, we just beaten Guatemala, who are better than Andorra. So I'm hoping for a bit more of a performance. Maybe in the second half we can get things going. Half time and it's still 0-0 between these two. Quite a well thought out game for both of these sides. But None have really broken the deadlock yet. Good ball. Here we go. Fiji. Saved by the Andorran keeper. What a save that was. That was probably the best chance of the game. The two passes, the one going into the box and the one into the middle, was absolutely superb. And the shot and the save was even better, to be fair. Can we score from the corner? Crossed in. A chance! Yes! He was in all kinds of open space, and finally Krishna has scored in this video to make it 1-0. Krishna, one of our best players, of course he found that space in the middle of the box. Nobody picked him up. It was such a perfect cross, acres of space, and he heads it in. 10 minutes to play, and we're still 1-0 up against Andorra. Hopefully there'll be no comeback for Andorra. They haven't had too many attempts. Fiji, again, pretty good at the back. Good up top as well. Krishna getting that important goal. It's looking quite good. Andorra cross it in, and that was a poor attempt. They needed that a little bit less power, I think. They might have scored at the end, but that is a 1-0 to Fiji. That's 3 wins in a row in friendly matches. Don't know how good Fiji are really in real life, but I can't imagine them beating sides like Guatemala. Maybe Andorra, maybe at a push. I doubt it though. Getting the tackling drill up to stop New Zealand. Get the stats up just a little bit, just so that we can get a bonus before we go into this match. Here we go then, the last friendly match of this video, and the biggest one is against New Zealand. We desperately want to try and win this one. Not only would it boost our form like massively going into some of these smaller groups, but if we lose, then at least we can take some sort of learning points from losing against New Zealand, I hope. I'd rather play New Zealand in a friendly match now and lose than lose against them in a crucial game further down the line. Too many times on these qualifying series in Oceania, we have gone up against New Zealand and just cannot get them. We cannot beat them, or we just cannot do anything against them because they're just so good. I think long shots and shots from distance might be the key to testing New Zealand. Getting inside the box might not be the best option. We'll try a cross and see where that leads us. See what I mean? They just shut it down immediately. Wasn't the best cross, to be fair. Here comes Rue. And it's tackled, but no. This is what I mean. All the stats need to be fully upgraded. Especially, even if you're winning games, you're still not doing enough to come up against a team like New Zealand. Imagine if Australia was still in this region. You'll get blown away every single time. It's headed and caught by the keeper. Through ball. And that was a decent attempt, but it just didn't have enough power on it to get past Moss and goal. New Zealand into the box, cut out. Great challenge from the defence. If they had a shot, they might have gone in because my keeper's low rating might have just palmed it into the path of someone, or it might have just gone in. Out to the edge of the box, poked away, and New Zealand come away with it. It'd probably be half time now. It's been so long. Oh no, they've given it away. Back to the keeper. That's horrible. Oh, I couldn't header it. And that is going to be half time. What a weird ending to that. I mean, we had so many chances to try and shoot, and they just wouldn't let us do it. That is the frustration factor about playing a team like New Zealand. They are just so tight defensively. And then when you've attacked so much, you're vulnerable at the back because everybody's used their stamina to get forward and they can't get back in time. One into the box. We just keep losing possession of the ball. It feels like New Zealand, every time they go near the ball, they affect the ball's gravity or something. It just feels like it. I know that's a weird statement to make, but it just feels like it. Through ball. That better not be offside. Oh my goodness. He missed that one. That was Krishna in front of goal. That was our best chance in the game. Into the middle again. And it's saved. That was another good attempt. Fiji have been fantastic attacking wise, but just cannot knock the door down, so to speak. They're knocking on it, but they just can't bring the door down. Is there another chance? Yes! Yes! It's gone in! Balatoga off the post and in, and it looked like he actually just scuffed that shot. Unbelievable how that went in. And Fiji 100% deserved that. A friendly match against New Zealand. We finished it 1-0 in the 90th minute. We just need to hold on for a few more minutes. But, I mean, how did we get that at the end? I mean, yeah, okay, Fiji deserved it because we had more shots than New Zealand. New Zealand on this game, every time I played them in the Oceania region in actual qualifying, all they do is they have 5 at the back, so it seems anyway, and they just soak up a lot of pressure and then they'll push you at the end and score. But it didn't happen in this match. Maybe because it was a friendly match, they weren't really trying that hard. I don't know. Don't really know, but we stolen that friendly match. I don't think New Zealand would be too bothered with that, really, but Fiji, I mean, that'll be a massive form booster going into the next video. But for now, I'm very happy, and just to remind you, this is our group, Fiji, Tonga, Samoa, and Tahiti for the next video. I'm going to leave qualification for its own separate part. You know, I was going to combine it, but it might have been a bit too long or something. But I really hope that you guys enjoyed this first part with Fiji. If you did, then give it a like and subscribe. Keep it loco as always, and I'll see you again for the next video.